Hey there, comics friends and fiends. Rob here with a big unboxing today. A box that just got dropped off. 30 books from PGX. Now, for those of you who want to say, Rob, why PGX? Why not CGC? Don't you know that PGX? Blah, blah, blah. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, I don't have a problem with any of the grading companies. I like PGX. They're close, they're convenient, they're cheap. And for the most part, I'm not looking for the maximum resale value. I'm looking at preservation of the book and the artwork. And so that's what I'm after. I'm happy with PGX. I use them more lately than any other grading service, but I still use all the grading services. But this is exciting. We got 30 books, and I'm excited to see what's in here. Now, it is a little bit anticlimactic for me. I do know that every book in here got graded extremely, extremely high. Now, before anybody says, well, of course you know that, Rob, it's PGX, and PGX overgrades, blah, blah, blah. That's not the case here. These were all very modern, brand new, limited production books that were sent off. And as a result, they had, they were in very good position. Of the books, and look at just sending back all my COAs, and so this is just to show you how many here we're talking about that were in really good shape. This is the stack of COAs for those books on the limited production runs for these books. So a lot of very low run books here. So these were of them. 14 of the 30 books were pressed. Now, what I do is I send the books to PGX. I mark them all as pre-screen for pressing. And what that means, if you're not familiar with their services, PGX is the only service where of the four, EGS, CB, CS, and CGC, that does a pre-screen for grading, which is that if you mark that on this form, they will not charge you. They'll just look at the book. They'll determine if pressing will improve it. If it does, then you'll get charged the press fee. If it doesn't, they won't press it, and they don't charge you for the pre-screening, not even a minimum fee just to look at it. So it behooves you on every single book to mark it for pre-screening. So like I said, 30 books, 14 of them were able to benefit from a pressing. And so they did. As a matter of fact, the owner told me he was trying to chase some 9.9s for me on some of these books because they're so beautiful. And that's what we get. So anyways, we'll open up the box here. Of course, we get these big heavy-duty cardboard things on top. Wow, they sent me an entire package of bags, thick magazine bag, 100 bags. I only sent 30 books, so they sent me 100 magazine bags. Interesting. Not exactly the right bags for the graded comics, because normally I use the BCW comic book bags that are specifically for graded books, whereas this is for magazines. So I don't know, maybe they ordered the wrong thing and just trying to get rid of everything as I knock all of my COAs to the ground. I will have to pick them up later because that would be horrible on camera to see me disappear off camera and bend over. So let's take a look here at what we've got. I'm going to drop this box down onto the stool. What they've done is they've taken these books in blocks of 10, and they've done shrink wrapping and bubble wrap around them, and then they tape them all together. So I'm just trying to split the tape here so I can take these out. Trying to minimize the bubble wrap. I will say I've had some this is probably While this is relatively well packed, I will say that this is the worst packing job I've gotten from PGX. It had peanuts. These things are shrunk, wrapped together in these bricks, everything else, and wrapped in the thick bubble wrap. But in the past, I've had a lot more of this on all the sides, everything else, and that wasn't the case in this one. So we'll see. I mean, I'll to be honest, you know, last time I had a box like this, it was completely enclosed like this, and I still ended up with a damaged case inside. The first one I ever had. They did take that back and recase that one, no problem, no charge, obviously. So nothing there. So we'll take a look with this over, so I can't really see what we got here. Let's slice through this blue plastic. So PGX, I will say, right now, obviously, if you're when you're watching this, COVID-19, this is the height of our global pandemic here. Things have been shut down, slowed down. You know, they on their website they tell you it's a 30-day turnaround time. I will tell you, the last two instances where I've sent books, large orders to PGX. You know, when the books arrive there, they send you an email, let you know that they've received them, and here's your expected ship date. The last two orders, large orders I've sent, missed that date, and then I had to actually reach out to them and ask them after about a week, hey, what's going on? Is this going to ship soon? And then they were very quick to reply and get it all sorted out and everything else. They've cited, you know, reduced hours and some sicknesses and some issues with actually getting supplies from their providers, which makes sense because manufacturing is shut down in certain areas. So yeah, it's not a horrible experience being a week over. It was still like 35 business days, still not bad. Considering that was also pressing and grading everything. So that's pretty good there. The as we're going through this, I want to say recently I've become aware of, and I don't want people to think that I'm a PGX apologizer when I tell you how much I love PGX, because I do. But there are things that I'm seeing more and more as I'm waking up that are, you get what you pay for, perhaps, right? I'm not saying that CGC is 100% better, but so I am noticing on these books, this edge here, you know, you can see it. This is consistently on every single book. There's this rough edge, and this is from their mold. When I talked to them, they said it's from their mold. It is where they break these things apart, and it's just unfortunate that they can't figure a way to get that cleaned up or sand it a little bit better or something through their machine. I think that it could be buffed out, you know, with a high grit sandpaper machine. They could kind of take care of that, but they don't. Also, without really kind of flipping into this here too much, I can see this book here. I can see that it's not in there straight. Now, I've had plenty of CGC books that aren't straight or have hairs inside or any number of other things, but you know, it is something that's there. Overall, though, the case is pretty sturdy. They don't have a seal necessarily on the outside edge, but the bag is what they do is they seal this. The label is sealed inside the bag with the comic. So if somebody opens up the plastic, you can't change out the label without breaking the bag. So anyways, so here's what we got. We have on this one, Star Wars #1. This is our Alex Ross variant, 9.8. So this is the homage to the original Star Wars Volume 1 from Marvel. Great book. Love the artwork. I don't know all anything Alex Ross does. Let's just be honest. He's amazing. Slide this over. Take some. And next one we have here, New Mutants #2. Unknown Comics exclusive, 1 of 600. 9.8. So there you go. So these are all going to be like virgins and low numbers. So these are great books here. So this one here, we have New Mutants #1, Unknown Comics exclusive, virgin variant, one of 750. So this is why I send up those COAs. I've noticed that when I send the COAs up that establish what the run is, they go ahead and put that on the book. So now it tells you this is a limited variant and what that variant count run is. So there you go. Try to get this where we get the least amount of glare. I'll do the usual still photos slideshow at the end of this presentation so you get to see them all without glare as we go here, because this is Giant Size X-Men, Jean Grey and Emma Frost. One of the variant covers on that one, virgin variant, 9.8. This is another Giant Size X-Men, 9.8 there. I'm going to go ahead and actually kill some lining here. See if I can make it with his less glare. No, that's not going to matter none. That's worse. All right. Giant Size X-Men again. This is another variant on the Jean Grey Frost. This one is a KRS Black Flag variant. The other two were both from the same company, just different variants, old and new costumes. So another 9.8 there. Excalibur #2. This is unknown exclusive. Is limited variant, one of 600. Man, this is really hard. There you go. You can see get our little mutant Remy there. Really bad glare. Oh my god. Excalibur #1. Rogue. This is one of 750, another 9.8. You better stand on this side. Seems to be to have the least amount of glare. We have Captain Marvel #12. This is the Brooks partial black and white color splash variant. There. This was a incentive that I picked up from my LCS actually. That's very cool. Ooh. Okay, it's Captain Marvel #12 also. This is the Unknown Comics one of 600, 9.9. Very good. Well, I'm trying to get that without the glare on there for you. Or at least as limited glare as possible, because it doesn't seem like there's going to be a no glare scenario here. All right, next batch of 10 books. I got confused for a second. I didn't realize they had these labels on the back of Transformers #4. So there we go. Transformers #4. This is the retailer exclusive limited edition Fellowship Virgin variant. This is Shockwave on there. One issue number. Oh, this is. Oh, they even put. This is 556 out of 600. And this is really, really crooked. That is annoying to a degree to see. I'm going to end up reaching out to them. I'm going to ask them about that. Why they're so crooked inside the... All right, so this is the Transformers #4. This is the battle damage variant of this. This was a limited run of only 300, and this is issue number 276 out of 300, 9.8. Again, every single one of these is crooked. This is not bearing well for their quality control. What was sort of annoying too about this is this batch of books, they originally reached out to me very early in the process when they sent me the invoice and said, oh, hey, these are way ahead of schedule. And then they ended up being not shipping even on schedule. I had to chase down what it is. And now I'm getting it and I'm looking at this. And again, look, I mean, every single one of these is cockeyed significantly. This very well may be the end of my heavy use of PGX if this is going to be their consistent process here. So this is a 9.9 Transformers number 3, issue 521 out of 600. Starscream on the front there. Again, I'll have still photos of each of these since this is coming out so poorly here with the glare. Transformers number 2, 9.9. Yes, Soundwave. This is number 503 of 600. Very cool. .8 Virgin Peach Momoko, Strange Academy, 1 of 600. Sorry, Strange Academy from the Comic Mint. Marauders number 3, looking at the back here, Golden Apple. Yes, this is the Ji Hung Lee negative space variant here, signed by Ji Hung Lee. So this is the first time I've actually used their, I get the gold label here. This is their signature verification label. So you pay a little bit extra and they go through the signature verification process and validate it and certify that, yes, it's authentic autograph there. So if you don't have that COA or if you don't have that witness to go through the CGC process, CBCS and PGX and actually EGS do all offer a signature verification service. And I'll be talking about that. I have another video I'm working on to get all the information for to do an evaluation, or do a review of all 4, talk about the different features that they have and everything. So that'll be kind of cool. But anyways, I digress. Marauders number 2 with Storm on the front there, 9.8, 1 of 600, the Unknown Comics limited edition variant. Very cool. .8 Alex Ross, Darth Vader number 1 variant. That is very pretty. It would only be nicer if the Alex Ross signature would be right there. That would be sick. All right, here we have 9.8 Star Wars number 1. This is the Amazing Spider-Man 129 homage variant, black and white, from Heroes and Fantasies, signed by Jeremy Bullock, Mr. Boba Fett himself. Excellent. Certified 9.8 book. That is awesome. Another Star Wars number 1. Boba Fett on the cover there. This is the Tales of Suspense 39 homage from Comic Pop Collectibles. It is 1 of 3,000. 9.8 on that. Excellent. Now this one's actually in here straight, which is nice. I guess not all of them are out, or all of them are crooked, but a lot of them seem to be crooked, and that's just really unfortunate. I guess it depends what you're trying to do. If I'm just going to stick them in a box and occasionally look at the artwork, who cares? But I am building a comic display wall in the house, and that kind of makes it difficult to want to put those up on display when they're going to be crooked. All right, let's get to the last stack of 10 here. Time is ticking, right? We have an X-Men book. What do we have? We have, X-Men number 4, 1 of 600. This is limited edition. This is a Shannon Mayer Mystique cover there, 9.8. Unknown Comics. This is a Lucio Parrillo, 1 of 600 with X23 on the cover there. Cool. So like I said, as you can see, these are all like super recent books. So no shock that there are a lot of 9/8s and stuff in here because they are all new, limited production run, everything else. It's not like these are books from the 1960s. I do have a bunch of Submariner stuff I've been getting recently from the first 10. I'm putting together my first 10 issues run, and believe me, that those will not be 9/8s. X-Men number 3. This is another Shannon Mayer. There's Psylocke on the cover. This is another run of only 600 Virgin units there. 9.8. Crooked. X-Men number 3 with Psylocke. This is a J. Anacleto cover, 1 of 600. Got yourself another 9.8. I'll tell you, when I talked to them and they mentioned it to me, I seemed to think that I had the impression it was like there was going to be a lot more 9/9s or something in here. Well, he said, "Oh, you're going to be super happy." And don't get me wrong, I'm super happy these are all 9/8s. I mean, who cares? 9/8, 9/9, 10. Well, 10s are special, but let's be honest. You know what? I actually would prefer a 9/8 over 9/9, to be honest with you, just for my own edification, just because when I put it in my system, the CLZ database, it'll keep up with what the current price is. It doesn't track pricing for 9/9s and 10s, and it just messes me up. Anyways, X-Men number 2, another J. Anacleto cover. This is 1 of 600. There, Wolverine and Phoenix on the cover. Or Miss Marvel, she's going back by again now. X-Men number 1. This is the Shannon Mayer variant there. 1 of 600. What is it? Patel, another 9/8. Look at that, amazing. The Unknown Comics. This is a Lucio Parrillo. There, Ms. Marvel on the cover. Again, 9/8. Excelente. 9/8. X-Force number 1. There we have. This is a KL New limited. This is 1 of 500. This is no issue 426 out of 500. I'll put that on there this time. There we go. Transformers number 5. This is a Sarah. Let's see. I can't even. I'm not getting John Gallagher cover. I guess it is John Gallagher cover. There it is. This is the 1 of 600 variant Transformers number 5 with the Dinobots on the cover here. These came from Amorphous Inc. Actually, is where I get these guys from. It was disappointing I couldn't pick up issue 1, but with Optimus was rolled out. Here we go. Ready? This is going to be our Dinobots cover again. I know because it's the last book left. This is the 1 of 300 variant where Grimlock is in his Dinobot form. 9.9. Muy bien. Excelente, they like to say. 1 of 3, number 250 out of 300. 9.9. Well, that is sweet. All right, guys, so there you go. There's my 30 books. I'll go ahead and run those through here in a little slideshow presentation so you can take a look at them without the glare. Hope you're as excited as I am. I got another block of about 20-something books coming shortly. They're supposed to be shipping out next week, so we'll do another PGX unboxing video. That one's going to be every single one of them is a signed. It's like 20 books, I think it is, 19 books. Every single one of them a signed book. Went through signature verification with them. These were my first ones doing signature verification. A couple that were here, so it's going to be a whole shipment of nothing but signature verification. And hopefully, very soon, we should have in the next week or so, we should have our first shipment back from EGS as I test out EGS for the first time and share with you guys my impressions on EGS there. And then once we have that out there, then we'll do the big whole CGC, EGS, CBCS, PGX comparison. Try to do it as honestly and no spin as possible, going over not only the features, pricing, but also kind of a review of each of the cases and what it is. So, hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And keep on collecting and reading whatever you like. Remember, I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Peace out.